Okay, so Todd Archer comes out. We know that they've already requested Robert Saleh. Do we know? But it's been completed? The interview's already been done?
For which one?
Or it's just been requested?
For the what
Saleh.
I just sent you?
Saleh,
I want to say... I don't want to give confirmation if it's...
Okay, no, here we go. The Cowboys have an interview with former Jets coach Robert Saleh scheduled for later in the week. And the team has also requested to speak with Seattle assistant head coach Leslie Frazier, according to multiple sources. Frazier was a former head coach with the Minnesota Vikings and has been a DC at numerous places in the National Football League. So he's another one, great defensive coordinator. I don't know that I would be at all enamored if he was the Cowboys head coach.
When was he
it's kind of a nothing burger.
When was he the coach for the Vikings?
I want to say he was there before Zimmer.
I feel 2007 he was the DC.
Yeah.
Under Brad Childress.
Okay.
And then from 2010 to 2013 he was the head coach.
And then who took over after him? I feel like it was
doesn't say on here.
I feel like it was Zimmer a head coach that long? He was with he was with the Vikings for a good 6 or 7 years. Because you figure he's been away because O'Connell, this is like his third, fourth year, something like that.
Zimmer was named the head coach in 2014 and then fired in 2021.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. So he was the replacement after he replaced Leslie Frazier. So, here's the deal. Leslie Frazier hasn't been considered as a head coach in 12 years.
But I love the Cowboys. I love them.
Is that not the most Cowboy thing ever? So, on one hand, okay, you missed a week because you decided you were going to hold on to, you want to do your little, what are we trying to say here? Exclusive negotiating with Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy says, you know what? Deuces, I'm out. Let's call this a day. I'm going to move on and become the Chicago Bears head coach, which I feel like that's, I'm not saying that's a given, but there's something about it. It feels like we're trending in that direction. If you're the Cowboys, or excuse me, if you're Mike McCarthy in the NFL, the fact that they're not getting Ben Johnson kind of tells you all you need to know. The fact that he's leaning heavily towards the Las Vegas Raiders, which if Ben Johnson goes to the Raiders, is that the biggest get of all coaching searches in the last half decade?
Half decade? No. You think Ben Johnson's the biggest name in the last half decade?
I'm saying biggest get in the sense of what he's done offensively and the fact that he's basically had jobs in his lap the last 2 years and has turned them down.
I think with coaching we do have to be patient and wait. I don't mind waiting until after to see what they do to prematurely say it's the biggest get, because it could be. We've seen a lot of coaches we thought were going to be great.
Well, no. What I'm saying,
from the Raiders
I'm with you on that. I'm not saying this guy is going to be, Sean McVay. I'm just saying in the sense of
the Raiders,
the hot name, right? Every year we have a hot name.
Yeah.
Okay, and he's been that hot name for 3 straight years, and the fact that the Raiders you're asking, well, what's the direction? Like, what are you going to do? Because
Tom Brady's a huge factor. I think a lot of these names aren't even in here if there's no Tom Brady involved.
Oh, absolutely not. Right? Because I don't know that the mystique of the Raiders is drawing people in like it used to.
No, it's not.
And plus you could argue too. I think the other aspect of it is, do you want to go to the AFC West in that division?
Might be the toughest division right now as far as making the playoffs. 3 of the teams made it: Chargers, Chiefs, and Broncos.
And by the way, those 3 teams all have good quarterbacks.
And mainly young quarterbacks, too.
Mainly young. Hell.
It's not like they're all at the last 3-4 years.
You realize
Mahomes is the oldest.
Mahomes is the oldest. I saw something, remember that little stat we saw?
About the playoffs?
He's the 4th oldest quarterback. We're at the stage now where Mahomes is the 4th oldest. When the playoffs started, Pat Mahomes was the 4th oldest quarterback in the playoffs.
Just Stafford, Russ, and Goff?
Yeah. I think so, yeah. Those are the 3 guys ahead of him.
That's it. Everybody else is younger than him. The Strouds, Herberts, the Lamars.
C.J. Stroud's the youngest quarterback in the NFL, or excuse me, in the playoffs. And he's already got 2 playoffs. He's got as many playoff wins as Dak.
Yep.
Which, do with that information as you wish. But, no, I'm me
and Herbert got the same amount of playoff wins.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, we do.
No, you don't, because Herbert's got 1.
No, he doesn't.
Well, that's right. They lost to the Jaguars. That's right. That's what it was. They had that huge lead, and then that's what it was. That's exactly what it was. I forgot all about that.
He's done, right? As far as us regarding him a top talent. I can't.
No,
anymore.
he's the new Dak.
I can't keep giving him deference of.
Well, he just gets thrown in that. He's going to get thrown into the Dak, Kirk Cousins.
It's been too long where I can just say, "Oh, the talent's great." It's been 5 years, bro.
Oh,
you got to win at some point.
He's a great quarterback in the regular season.
Yeah.
And now we're at this place where we want to see. Okay, great. You win a bunch of games in the regular season.
And I wouldn't even say he wins a bunch of games. I mean, before Harbaugh, when it was.
No, he doesn't win a bunch of games. I mean, he
played well.
He puts up some good stats,
yeah.
right? Yeah, he'll pad some stats now. No, he's going to have to. But this is what his third playoff game, I think.
Second, 0-2.
So it's only his second playoff game.
Yeah.
See,
and both have been embarrassing.
They have been. They have been. For different reasons,
and
right?
Both times he's lost to the AFC South winner.
Yeah, that's right, because he lost to Jackson.
And that's like the worst division.
It's a horrible division.
And he's lost to both of them in embarrassing ways.
That's why if you're the Jacksonville Jaguars, you're saying to yourselves, like, okay, we can get back in this thing. Like, we're a good coach away from getting right back in the mix as far as that goes. But, so, all right, so let's just go ahead and recap where we're at right now with this Dallas Cowboys coaching search. Okay, Dion, I think I don't see him coming to Dallas. I really don't. Robert Saleh, Leslie Frazier are the three names we know of. I'm guessing they're going to go after Kellen Moore. They're going to talk to Kellen Moore.
So that one's pretty solidified. They'll just talk.
And he did he was pretty non-committal the other day, whenever it was. We'll play that audio here later in the program where they asked him about going back to the Cowboys, and he just talked in circles about how he's focused on the game, learned a lot there, still knows a lot of people, and can't wait for Sunday. Which, I mean, what are you going to say?
Yeah.
Right? But at the same time, I understand it from a media standpoint. You have to ask that question.
Yeah.
Okay? You have to ask that question. And maybe he says something crazy. Obviously, in this case, he didn't, but you still got to ask the question.
Yeah.
Right?
I can't wait to work with Jerry again. I mean, game's on Sunday.
Oh, that'd be bonkers if you said something like that. I still can't. I'm dying to know what the Raiders are going to do at quarterback. Because they had to have told Ben Johnson either A, we're going to sign somebody, which, okay, if I tell you I'm signing Sam Darnold after the last 2 weeks,
they're not.
You think that's enough to tell Ben Johnson? All right, yeah, I'm in.
No, I don't. I don't think they're signing Sam Darnold. I don't know what their plan is, but they got something.
It's got to be to move up. Because here's the thing: if you're saying, if
the crazy thing is, you didn't even have to. You had the 1 and 2 pick locked. And you decided to win at the end.
Decided to win some games. You decided to win some games. I know. I'd love to know what the process or what the formula is for this Las Vegas Raider team on what they sold Ben Johnson on. Because if you're Ben Johnson, I'm not coming to the AFC West unless I've got a quarterback.
Correct.
Because you can't win. You're not going to win with AOC. You're not winning with Gardner Minshew. You're not going to win with Sam Darnold. All right, Sam. Okay, say you just for the sake of this argument, you do bring in Sam Darnold. You ain't going to win more than 7-8 games.
You got the 4th worst quarterback in that division,
hands down. All right, and you're not. You're not doing 14 wins again in the AFC West.
Nope. All
right, it's just not going to happen. And I don't care. And look, that is a good defense.
They were in a good division in NFC North, so I still got to give credit as much as I
absolutely.
Like
I mean, look, they balled.
Yeah.
But the thing of it is we know Kevin O'Connell can coach. Mm-hmm. We still don't. To your point, we don't know what Ben Johnson can do. Nope. We know he's a great coordinator, and we know there's a lot of guys that make far better coordinators than they do head coaches.
We love to elevate these guys.
Yeah, we do.
Then they get in that head coaching role, and it's like
sink or swim, man. Sink or swim. I mean, look, yeah. I mean, that's essentially it. Is we're all eyes are on Ben Johnson. I'll be stunned if he goes to the Raiders. I mean, I will, but I won't. And then I think the next biggest question is, what is going to happen to Tom Brady? Because if Ben Johnson comes to the Raiders, A, that's a Tom Brady move, and then B, do we really think Tom Brady's going to be the number one guy in the booth next year? Can you still run an NFL team and be a color commentator on the number one broadcast on Fox? I say no.